other than having fun driving a Tesla out to Connecticut, what is your goal?
Well, I really want to understand better about how a long trip works as far as how we plan it out, and how accurate the estimation of the time it takes to get places and the time that we should be charging at each stop. I want to use the website that we have, and I'll put a link there, to plan out the stops, because I think it does a really good job. But then I trust that the car is going to really have a better estimation of exactly how much electricity I'm using at my speed to get from one stop to another. Got on my phone the list of stops that the website sort of optimized for our trip, and then when we get to each stop, I'm just going to plug into the car the next stop that we need and trust that it's going to more accurately estimate for us, you know, how much charge it will take to get there, how much charge we should have left, and then again I'll put in the next stop so that it can tell me how much we need to charge at each step of the way.
We have a lot of stuff in the back. Also, I don't have my gimbal, so we'll be bouncing a lot, although the ride's pretty smooth.
And the iPhone should do some image stabilization.
We can help. Alright, first stop in the rain. We only have to stop for 5 minutes, which is kind of cool.
Just plug it in.
Just plug it in the rain. We're gonna go into Meijer here in a minute, get some coffee and an umbrella. Okay, so we stopped for our first Supercharge in Maumee, Ohio, and it's at a Meijer parking lot. There's no Starbucks here, unfortunately. Our Meijers have Starbucks, so it's a little let down by that, but it's okay. There's a drive-thru up here. I had some folks ask how much it costs to charge your Tesla. It's about half as much as if you were going to the gas station. So this trip out to Connecticut and back to Indiana at Superchargers was going to be about $86. Tesla has a referral program, and because my husband used his brother who has a Tesla, we used his referral code. Both my husband and his brother get free charging up to so much, I don't know. So costing us nothing. Second stop. Second stop, Sheffield, Ohio. Next is Erie. Yeah, we're at a Sheetz. We didn't go in to see what they had, but it looks like a pretty nice place. We actually walked to the Starbucks, which is just right down the road. You do have to cross a major intersection, but there are little buttons you can push to make everybody stop so they can watch you walk across the street.
Charging's done.
And the charging's done, so we are back on our way.
And it did take almost 30 minutes.
Hubby's doing math.
Oh, yeah.
So
math is not required.
Here's where we are, and then we're heading up to Erie. So we stop about every hour and a half or so, get charged up. Currently driving in thick fog, and it's times like this when I'm grateful that my hubby shared that it'll tell us if there's a worker or a bicycle or something that we can't see in the fog, but the car can. Let us know. It's zero fun driving in fog, especially in a construction zone. We are now in Erie, PA. We had to change parking spots because the charger wouldn't reach the little plugger inner from that spot. Rainy day. We are in I think it's a Courtyard Marriott or something where the chargers are. Stop number 3. Bogart the Tesla. That's what my husband named him, Bogart, after our dog. Bogart the Tesla's getting some juju. We are heading over to Applebee's. So I'm having people ask me if it's annoying to have to stop. We always stop every 2 hours because this one up here has to go to the bathroom. But when you charge, you do have to anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes to get a charge. So anyway, this is a longer charge, so we're gonna stop and get something to eat. And on the Tesla website, there's always reviews of where the Superchargers are, like what's around there to eat. Okay, sorry to leave you hanging there. We stopped and had lunch, and I was like, oh, I never finished my sentence. I was just gonna say, Abby and I like to stop anyway, and so just like when you're planning any trip in a gas vehicle, you just kind of plan your stops. It definitely, I mean, it's an adjustment because you have to stop and plug in your vehicle, and there's usually between 5 and 30 minutes that you need to kill, and so they try to put them in places where there's things to do and whatever, but we just treat it like an adventure. We did not get the long range Tesla. They come with like long range and whatever, and our range is something like, I can't remember how many miles. So we have the short range, so we do have to charge more because of that. And we didn't actually buy it to be a car that we would take on long trips. Now when I get a Tesla in a couple of years, because I will get a long range, and I would get the SUV because that would be what we would drive to Florida. So. Okay, we are at stop 4 maybe. We are in Salamanca, New York. Charging stations behind me and nothing else. We are at the casino. That is literally all there is here. I think I saw a McDonald's across the interstate. Yeah, good thing this is a short charging. Okay, now we are in Irwin. Is that what this place is called? Basically a Dunkin' Donuts, and that's it. They are doing some building right here. That will be shops, but nothing's open there yet. So here's a funny, there's a bunch of Teslas charging at this particular station, and what is it? What's the one with the wing?
The Model X.
The Model X. It has like the doors open like a spaceship. The same one that was at the charger 2 chargers ago, it was in Sheffield, right?
Yep.
Just pulled up next to us again, so we're like on the same path. Now they have a long range, so they probably didn't have to stop in between like we did. They probably went from Sheffield straight to here. So, yeah. It's like a Tesla party. Okay, first charge of the second day of driving, and we are in Binghamton. And this cute little, what is this called? The Spot. Yeah. There's Tesla chargers in this little parking lot right here. Not very many. It's time for an omelet.
Oh,
Fantastic.
how's that bacon?
That's perfect.
Who wants to do the split?
He can.
I'll do that. Thanks.
There.
Just finished our breakfast at the Spot, and highly recommend this experience to anyone. I feel like I have stepped back in time. My waitress was too adorable. You guys just need to come here. Best food ever. The decor. When you walk in, it's like a hall of mirrors. It's fabulous.
So this now says go to Newburgh, you'll have 20% left.
So we rerouted because we wanted to eat breakfast in the town where we stopped. So we have rerouted, and they are finding the new supercharging stations and making me dizzy. Okay. Whoa. We are en route back to Indiana from Connecticut. We are in New York State and heading to our first Supercharge session in Newburgh, New York. Okay, so we have been at this charger before. This was the last one. Nothing really here except a cute little restaurant that's not open. Pretty busy street, although we did cross it and go to the Dunkin' Donuts last time. This time we're just heading across this little tiny street and going into the gas station to get waters. Stop number 2, we are in just outside Scranton, PA. This is Moosic. Not a ton of chargers, but this is a huge outdoor shopping mall with restaurants and things. We're hoping to find something to eat here. We're the only ones, kind of early in the morning on a Monday, so good place to stop. Pennsylvania, and this is a good station here. Lots around here. I mean, a car wash. No. Ruby Tuesday. You know, Home Depot. We need to pick up a few things. Old Cracker Barrel there. We're getting ready to leave another charging station, and I keep getting questions about how much it takes to charge. How much does it cost to charge your Tesla? And I just want to say, like, you can switch it around. Like, you can charge longer than they tell you to charge for to get to your next stop. Or you can add a stop if you just don't, like, if you're at a supercharging station, there's just, like, really nothing to do. You can make sure that there's another stop on your way, which for us there is, and this one's kind of boring, so we're moving on to the next one. So you can change it up. So hubby just programs in where Tesla tells us the next supercharger is, and it starts to route us. And we head off to go. Okay, we just finished charging in Du Bois, Pennsylvania. I think it's also called Falls River or something. Basically just a Sheetz, but lots to eat and do in there. So always fun to talk to the other Tesla drivers. Good number of chargers here. There's parts here. Another good stop. We are now in Hermitage, just on the border of Pennsylvania and Ohio. Just doing a little tiny thing because we're going to stop up the road in Sheffield. A few comments about, oh, it kind of seems like a hassle, seems like so much work that you guys are stopping so much. I'm like, it's not. It's not work, it's not hard. We are stopping more often because we've been rerouting ourselves so that I can go and see different people. Also, Tesla is getting ready to do version 3 on all these Tesla chargers so that they'll charge even twice as fast as they charge now, which is super fast, faster than gas. If we were just doing this trip straight through and not trying to plan to stop to see my aunt and friends or whatever, we wouldn't stop this often. And we're messing around trying to kind of learn how it works. Like, what if we change our routes? This is kind of a learning thing. You wouldn't need to stop this much. Charging stations, if there's other Tesla drivers, we all act